What's a clock?
Cuckoo.
Cock off. Cuckoo. Oh, stop it. Whatever. Right, that was really high-pitched. Right, coming up on tonight's show, we'll have a hot piece of this.
He told me that he'd never go away, but that's just what he did.
I cannot tell you how much I love Lauren. A fitload of this.
Rips or chains?
And brace yourselves for a buff body of all this.
Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them, they're just jealous.
Yeah, they're just jealous.
We're in for an absolute treat. So, who's on our incredibly good-looking panel this evening, I hear you asking? Well, our first guest uttered the last words ever spoken on Brookside as the legendary Jimmy Corkill. And who can forget the time he found that body under the patio? It's the always memorable Dean Sullivan. Who this week has been flooring his sitting room, sawing apart his stairs and fitting a walk-in wardrobe. All that has been on his Facebook page. It's A1's Ben Adams. And completing our lineup is a lady who has mastered the fine art of stuffing vine leaves. And her falafel, I hear, is to die for. She's one of the original loose women. I absolutely love her. It's Nadia Sawalha.
My falafels.
I'm so busy oohing about your vine leaves that I'm falling over the audience members. Time is money, though, so shall we talk about the show we just watched? OK, let's start with the shopping task. We saw that get well underway tonight. Ben, what did you make of their timekeeping?
Well, you know, I love Big Brother for many reasons, but one of them is when they make celebrities and everybody else dress up like total idiots doing idiotic things, which is a perfect task, and I think they took it quite seriously, which is good.
They did, didn't they? Yeah, you know, Carol kind of made sure that you need to hit the bell now.
Yeah.
Now you need to hit the bell.
And the head cuckooing thing, that was very good.
That's the secret of great comedy, isn't it? Is to, well, you'd know, is to play it straight, and that's why it was hilarious.
They weren't so good at the very sort of lacklustre movement.
Courtney was like, what do I do?
She just was Courtney, wasn't she?
She's lovely, though.
Well, she's just in a completely different zone, isn't she, that girl? Well, you know, on another planet.
She's in the LA time zone.
She is, yeah.
How would you have coped, Nadia, with the jelly deals and the mustard shots?
Well, jelly deals was real food, so that's OK. Dog food, I don't even feed my dog, so that would have been a problem. But the mustard shots, that was the best line ever. Who was it that said it's very low? Dustin's very low in calories. I know. And you saw her for a split second go, oh, and they go, oh no, but I don't like mustard.
Would you have done the fermented egg?
The only thing I wouldn't have done was the dog food.
Really?
Yeah.
I would never have done that egg.
The dog food was absolutely disgusting. I'm sorry, that's the worst one. Definitely.
Only the crackers. That's
Only
it.
the crackers.
Only the crackers.
Louis.
We were getting quite hungry with the crackers, weren't we? Oh, they've got crackers.
It's because we have such a low budget for this show. We can't feed our guests in the green room. So, Louis, we saw be quite a dominant force in the task, kind of, you know, really trying to get, come on, you do this, you do that. Dean, do you think being in the cult of celebrity has kind of given him that kind of driving force to kind of be the ringleader?
Who, Louis?
Go to his head a little bit?
I think what was interesting about that, the cult of celebrity, was the very fact that as soon as it started in the very first episode, I just thought, oh, please be careful what you're going to say when you're in there, because you're going to be looking and observing the other people in the house. And you bet your bottom dollar Big Brother is going to pluck out lines from things that you said and use against you, you know, when the time comes, and the time has come.
Yeah.
So it was great to see the reactions of them when, you know, it was revealed what they'd said about other people. But I think, yeah, Louis been thrown into a situation whereby he's been the leader when he was in there, of the three of them, and now he's come out and come into the main house. I think he's strutting around, if you'll forgive me saying it, he's strutting around and doing all his somersaults and all the rest of it.
Trying to
keep that leadership position. I think it'll be really interesting, because already there's quite a bit of friction going on because of him.
I know. Well, there's quite a bit of friction going on for quite a few of them, actually. Vicky and Danielle, they seem to have formed a little kind of anti-Louis alliance. Ben, you've been in there. Are they taking it far too seriously? They know they have to nominate. It's 3 weeks. They're all being paid to be in there. It's part of the show, right?
Well, it's sort of twofold, because, you know, if you look at it, you know, Big Brother as a show is a game. So Louis is correct in saying, you know, he's sort of taking a back seat and saying, look, it's a game. This is what we're here to do. I was nominated, you know, I was nominating people. And then, you know, the other people are sort of taking it personally, which also makes good TV. So it's kind of good that they're taking it personally, but, you know, it is a game at the end of the day, I think.
Of course, does it?
You know,
it is a game, but I can imagine that especially because they have been nominated not even through, you know, the first one, Ron, they hadn't met Ron. It was just observing him for 24 hours and they put him up. Do you know what I mean? But I know Ron didn't take it personally, but...
Yes, but even to be nominated, even if you're nominated, I think, by the public, is a bit of a blow. Nobody wants to be nominated. But to be nominated by the people that you're sharing the house with so early on in the run,
when they
that's a bit of a shock.
Yeah,
but it is sweet joy, because it's what we want out of showbiz. This is what everyone thinks showbiz people are, and they are I mean, they don't realise it, but they're giving us everything we're starving for. So God love them.
It's
You're
like
loving
that
it, are you?
Loving it.
That, it's all just at the moment, within the first few days, and it's all bubbling under the surface. It's going to kick off.
It's gonna
In 2 days' time, 2 days, 2 nights' time, mark my words. 2
days?
Fireworks are coming.
So we saw Carol and Charlotte start the evening as drinking buddies. Is Charlotte playing the role that she thinks we want to see?
I think it's a mixture of the two things, actually. I think that she's braver than she actually is. I think actually she's a bit scared of where she is. So I think maybe she's covered up a little bit with the drunkenness, because she actually probably just wants to escape from everybody. But she just wants to get away from all these lunatics.
So do you think that's her defence mechanism?
I think it is. I think it is, and I think that she's a sweet girl that's in a show that demands that she's plastered and all sorts of things. And I think it's her default setting now. When she's scared, when she's a bit overwhelmed, she goes to that. But so I don't think she's consciously and vindictively pretending to be pissed.
Yeah, but it's interesting because Carol says that she thinks that she is. It's all an act. She's just putting all that on because that's the way she's expected to behave.
What I found quite weird was that they said that Courtney had drank more than Charlotte. Yet Charlotte was a better Courtney.
Courtney's face was a picture.
I have to.
Would you all... one of my favourite moments was her falling out of bed tonight, though. Would you all like to see how she's feeling this morning?
Yes, please.
Just have a little toast.
I've weighed me bed.
Oh my God.
I've weighed myself in the bed.
Oh my God.
I'm having a disaster.
Oh, that was a wonderful one, Charlotte.
Yeah. What am I going to do? Don't tell me bed.
Listen, just watch yourself there, darling, because you've no bottoms on.
Do you want to see?
Oh, wait, we can still read on this, right?
Oh my God.
Oh, dude.
You got drunk last night, obviously.
I could use...
I'm so damp. And I still need a wee now. How much wee is there in there?
Oh, well, that's not pretending, is it? That was the real
definitely
thing.
not pretending.
I have to say, though, if I was in the house and I was in a room with her, I'd have to say she must be put into the room next door, because I couldn't bear to be with her for more than 5 or 10 minutes.
Well, this is my question. This is normal behaviour on Geordie Shore, but Nadia...
He's never seen it.
I haven't.
I think this is Geordie Shore light.
How is the house going to cope with her antics?
Well, I think as well, because she's so young. I think Louis, who's staying very sober, Louis has been sober throughout. Mario, I think that it's. I mean, I'm amazed that Carol got as cross as she did. I was really shocked. That's the shock of the night for me. How cross Carol got. So I think that she's in danger of really pissing everyone.
But you know,
off.
the thing is, I think she'll only annoy the people that are staying sober through the whole thing, because I have a friend that does something very similar, and I actually thought that Charlotte would have been pretending had I not had a friend that does exactly the same thing. She'd be sleeping underneath tables and stuff like that.
We all want to be friends with Ben if he's got friends like that.
It's me.
You've got nice friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
OK, because we're having such a great time in here, if you'd like to be in here with us... It's known in the TV world as the best seats in the house. All the details are on the screen now. Still to come, we're going to be talking the language of body. What are you laughing at? With Dame Judy James, and Lauren Harries is going to be belting out a tune just for all of us. All of that. Tomorrow night is our first celebrity eviction. Here are all the details you need to save your fave. This week, Danielle, Ron and Vicky all face a public vote. Who stays? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 50 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. For Danielle, add 06. For Ron, add 11. For Vicky, add 13. Mobile and BT landline votes cost 35p. Other landlines may vary. Voting closes in Wednesday's eviction show. Votes cast after the lines close won't count, and for full terms, go to channel5.com/BB Vote. Big Brother Spit on this. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the spot. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just having my daily foot creaming. Would you like an exclusive? I'll be back with you after this.
Uppadoon. Oh, I've got another word. Uppadoon.
Uppadoon?
Uppadoon.
What
you know what it
one?
means?
What?
You know when you're like, you know, you walk into somebody or like you drop something, you say uppadoon.
Do ya?
Yeah, uppadoon.
Right.
It's my Lauren language.
So it's ooing.
Ooey-oon.
Or ooey-oo.
And uppadoon. Ooey-oon.
And uppadoo.
Ooey-oon is ooey-ooey-oo.
What's ooey-ooey-oon?
Sex. Ooey-oon is sex.
I know what ooey-oon is sex, but what's ooey-ooey-oon? Like dirty sex?
And uppadoon is when you like smash a mirror or something.
Uppadoon?
Did you uppadoon?
Uppadoon.
Uppadoon.
She now has her own dictionary. That's brilliant. OK, let's welcome the queen of unintentional gestures, the countess of non-verbal communication, the high priestess of physical expression. Basically, here to translate all of the body language in the house is the other Dame Judy, Judy James. You have got some opinions on our younger housemate.
Yes, I have, yeah. I'm fascinated by the difference in this house compared to the civilian house, because if you remember in the civilian house, the ones I called the babies, which was like Sam and the twins and Sophie, they were so low-powered. You know, they had no power in the hierarchy. They were quite boring. I mean, it was only when they got to the end that they got a little bit of muscle going on. But here, the ones that I'm calling the babies, which would be Charlotte, and not just for the bedwetting, but Charlotte and Courtney, they are potentially the two most powerful housemates there. And I'm not saying in terms of leadership, but just in terms of what effect they can have on the rest of the house. They could actually start an age divide in that house, a generation divide.
Really?
Well,
So
they get people's backs up. I mean, you just heard from your panel, you know, I couldn't be in there with them.
Yeah.
Very potent stuff.
So how does Courtney hold power?
Courtney's fascinating because she's got a lot of social intelligence. She's quite smart about the way that she does a room. I mean, when you think she's only 18, 19, she hasn't got that self-pity thing that some of the older housemates have got. You know, they're out there, what was it, Vicky? I want to go home. I mean, the minute anybody says that, they should be given an ejector seat, as far as I'm concerned. Just go home. with Courtney was just very calmly doing her hair, and she mentioned that she was getting homesick, but she didn't make a big deal of it. It was just a matter of fact. However, when she gets crossed, I think she turns into a little bit of a vixen, and I quite like that. I think there's a lot of a tough side to come out, which is great.
OK, we've got a clip of Courtney. Let's take a look.
Got my
Oh my God, I'm gonna help you. Come here.
stuck to my earring.
No. Wait, no, let me do it because I can see. No, let go. There you go. Oh. You don't think I'm a slut?
No, I said I
You
thought...
better not think I'm a slut because I like you.
I said I thought the dress was a bit
And your
slutty.
boobs hang out all the time, and I don't think you're a slut.
Exactly.
Like they literally hang out.
No, I've got tape for them now, so they won't fall out.
And I don't think you're a slut.
No, I said I thought the dress was slutty.
So, like, if you walked into the house, like, I wouldn't say she's weird because the way she, you know what I mean? Like, I just wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Because I love transgenders, so I don't know. It's a lot to take in. That's all.
So how is she demonstrating her power there?
That is so smart. I mean, first of all, she goes and unhooks the earring, then she gives her a hug, but then she starts to she gets the boot in. If you notice, I wouldn't call you a slut, you know, even though your boobs hang out. And she sort of sits back, she pit bears, she shows an armpit, and that's
We love a pit bear, don't we?
But also, all the time that she's making these comments, she's not actually looking at Lauren, she's looking at Charlotte. So she's bringing Charlotte in on the joke. Look, you know, I'm showing that I'm no walkover. And I love the bit when she says, I mean, I wouldn't call you a... And then she's got the whole vocabulary. I mean, she literally can choose what she wants. So, absolutely fascinating. And you can see Lauren's face. Lauren mistakenly, and I don't know why, thinks that she's her best friend, despite what she's said to her about being a slut. And I think that proves that, no, Courtney's made of tougher stuff than that, and it's great.
And what about Charlotte, then? How is she showing her power?
Charlotte's got a different power base. Charlotte's like the teenager that annoys everybody. Charlotte has actually gone in there in a state called free child, to have fun, to have a laugh. She's told us what she can do, what she can get up to. They've deactivated her quite carefully, and it was quite carefully, because they don't want somebody like that around. Because the trouble is, and we saw it on the first night, somebody goes into the state called critical parent, and I don't know if you heard Carol was saying to her, you've got to grow up, Charlotte, and then Vicky started telling her off for drinking. When you do that to free child, you either get compliant child, which is tears, which makes you look bad, or you get rebellious child, which is the Geordie Shore girl that we're not necessarily seeing yet. So she has got
I think we're kind of getting a glimpse.
We're now getting a glimpse, yeah, and that's what they don't want, because that will irritate them. That will start off the age war. They won't want it. They'll be telling her off, and that's when chaos will ensue.
OK, let's take a clip. Take a look at a clip of the two sides of Charlotte that we've seen so far.
Oh, for God's sake, I'm so angry.
Go on then.
Put an arm around me and an arm around Mario.
I don't... Shut up.
Come on.
Then, I'm okay, fine. I'm okay. I'm okay. Look, I can go to bed on my own. I'm all right. Are you not? Oh, my God, it's fucking...
So, what do you think about the differences in her behaviour?
Well, you've got the rebellious child. I mean, great to have her around if you're on a diet, isn't it? She'll just come and smash the cake. But I think she's got a much nicer side, and they're bringing that out, which is that nurturing side. I mean, Carol then is allowed to go into rebellious child as long as she's playing that role. But if she doesn't, you've got two rebellious children, and one will be 52 and the other one will be 20-something, and that just won't work. So I think they want to keep her in that, and that's why when they did that, when she did that miming the other day in the talent show, and she kind of mimed what she could be like, they all gave her the coins, because it was like, yeah, that's fine, but let's keep that on the stage. We want the more nurturing, sweet, compliant Charlotte. Otherwise, there will be trouble.
Oh, there'll be trouble. Now, we've been asking you, well, you've actually decided to pick out a body language winner and loser of the first week.
Yeah.
So, who is your winner?
By a mile, Mario. I mean, that guy is so smart. He's very good with his body language. I never thought I'd ever say that. He's
Why?
very
How
clever.
so?
He integrates with everybody. He's very good at mirroring. I don't know if you remember when they were having the nominations. He kind of sat like that, and all the guys in the room did it as well. Even the ones that weren't up for nomination, they were all... Louis was going like that as well. That creates very strong subliminal bonds with people, so the mirroring is very good. But then he's also able able to go around working each group, and he's very popular with all of them, but he doesn't join in the bitching. I mean, he's very good at...
Well, he's said that, hasn't he?
Yeah,
he's quite happy for people to drink and he'll get involved, but he doesn't want to get involved in bitching.
No, and he's got some good body language, because, I mean, you don't want anybody that's sitting there going, oh, this is a shocking thing to do. But what he does is he does dog facing, so he kind of sits there and vanishes almost with... And then he does this wonderful thing, I think we've all done it. He inspects his fingernails, which is always good when you don't want to join in the conversation.
Yeah, and what about your losers of the week?
Loser's got to be Vicky. I mean, what is she doing?
Why?
In there? Well, she went. I thought she'd be feisty, lovable, and she whinged like almost from the outset. I mean, she told Charlotte off straight away, and I like Charlotte. I think that was a rotten thing to do. But since then, she's been self-pitying, and I really don't like the way she's gone for Louis. I mean, OK, she didn't want to be nominated, she didn't like that, but she's relentlessly mimicking him now, and he's a parody of himself. There's no point in mimicking him. And also, she doesn't just mimic the dance, which is not funny. I mean, I don't forgive things that are not funny. She started taking off the lisp as well, and to do the lisp, that's way below the belt. Even like two kids with Danielle, when he walked past, they kind of stopped talking and they sniggered. I mean, that's 9-year-old stuff in the playground. So, and then she takes herself off and sits and gets morose in the garden and starts saying, oh, nobody comes to me when I'm drunk. I really expected more from her. That's more what you'd expect from the babies, not from the adults in the house.
Dame Judy's spoken, everybody. OK, still to come, the nominees will be getting a right good grilling from our very lovely AJ. But now, without further ado, it's time to see what happened when the Bit on the Side producers asked Lauren to fill her own slot in the diary room.
Reality Bites back, yeah.
Lauren?
Yes?
With 7 shows a week to make, the producers of Celebrity Big Brother's Bit on the Side have run out of ideas and have a 3-minute slot to fill. Your time starts now.
He told me that he loved me. He told me that he cared. He told me that he'd never leave me, lonely and scared. He told me that he'd never leave me. He told me that he'd never hurt me. He told me that he'd never go away, but that's just what he did.
You've got another 2 minutes, Lauren.
Okay. I'm all dressed up and got no place to go. Oh, I'm all dressed up and I don't know what to do. Oh, I'm all dressed up and got no place to go. Oh, I'm all dressed up and I don't know what to do. I'm all dressed up and got no place to go. Oh, I'm all dressed up and no man to go with. I'm all dressed up and got no place to go. I'm all dressed up and I don't know what to do. I'm all dressed up, I put my makeup on, I did my eye makeup, I did my hair, I did everything so fair. I know I'm all dressed up and I got no place to go. And I don't know what to do. I had a phone call from a mystery man. He said he'd take care of me and look after me. He said he'd love me forever and take me out for a slap-up dinner. I got ready, I'm waiting outside, and suddenly I realized he's not coming at all. What do I have to do just to get a man to love me? Oh.
Those were wonderful.
Thank you. And now we're here. I was wondering, all my tights have got holes in them because all the toes. So I was wondering if it's possible to have some more black tights.
Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Forget about Miley Miley Cyrus twerking at the VMAs. We've been twerking the main show every night since 2011. Now, before the celebs entered the house, AJ took them to one side and quizzed them to within an inch of their lives. Here's what Vicky, Danielle and Big Ron had to say for themselves.
Who are you?
I took part in a show, Dublin Wives, which was a really high-rating, successful show.
So you've already got the practice in.
Yeah.
How are you going to feel if you're put up for public nomination the first?
You just have to suck it up. You know, it's a game, and you just have to suck it up and get on with it, really, don't you?
There's a lot of sucking.
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to bring to the Big Brother house?
Mischief, Irish crack, Irish humour, and general skullduggery, I would have thought.
What type of person do you usually get on with?
I like bubbly people. I like driven, successful people. I don't have a lot of time for loose fuckwits.
I've got a quick series of questions.
Yeah.
Boob job or lip job?
Both.
Late nighter or early riser?
Early to bed and late to rise.
Cock or ball?
What's that mean?
What does it mean? Cock or ball? Cock or ball?
Ball?
Slap or tickle?
Tickle.
Whips or chains?
Neither.
Wet or wild?
Wild.
Ah, I like it. I've got a good feeling about you.
You said that everyone shut up.
You got me. Describe yourself for me in 3 words.
Nice and easy.
What makes you lose your temper?
People asking me what makes me lose my temper.
Oh! Are you nervous about being recorded in the Big Brother house 24 hours a day? You put your foot in it a couple of times.
Well,
are you scared of that?
Nah.
No?
Nah. They weren't recorded shows, by the way, when I put my foot in it.
Exactly, so this time it is, every single word.
So you knew it was recorded?
Yeah. Quick fire, it's either or, okay? LA or London?
London.
Boob job or lip job?
Boob job, yeah.
Boob job. A-list or Z-list?
A-list.
Hollywood or Borehamwood?
Borehamwood, every time.
Are you lying?
Yeah, every time, yeah.
Go hard or go home?
Go home. Go what?
Rips or chains? Come on.
Go on, do it again. Chains. No danger.
I've got a good feeling about you, Mum. I think you're going to win.
Nah.
This is so exciting for me. Massive Corrie fan. You were brilliant as Les Battersby.
I was brilliant as Les Battersby.
Not Les.
Should we start again?
Are you excited to go into the Big Brother house?
Yeah. I'm just going to treat it as a mad holiday with 11 people that I don't know.
And how do you think you're going to cope if you get put up for nomination first?
It's just a game. And the minute that you start taking it seriously is the minute that you upset yourself.
Well, how are you going to deal with confrontation?
I might just sneak some gin in under my bed.
Out of 10, how famous are you?
I'd say Janice is probably about an 8.
Yeah.
And now I'd say I'm about a 3.
Yeah, a 3?
But only for now.
Only for now?
Yeah.
I have got some either-or questions for you. Hollywood or Borehamwood?
Borehamwood.
Harry or Will?
Harry.
Caviar or pizza?
Pizza.
Slap or tickle?
Tickle.
Whips or chains?
Chains.
Coronation Street or EastEnders?
EastEnders. Every time.
Well, good luck. I've got a really good feeling about you. I think you're going to win.
Oh, that was fun, love.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. Like the dress and the shoe.
Thank you.
Oh, how it's all changed. So for one of those celebs, their moment in the spotlight is nearly over. But what do our panel and audience think? In the interest of fairness, each nominee will get 1 minute and 30 seconds worth of debate, after which we'll hear this.
Who wants the cake?
That means time's up and we're going to move on to the next housemate. So don't hold back, anybody. You know where you are. Say what you think. Let's start the clock and we'll start with Dean. OK, will it bother Ron if he leaves?
No, I don't think it will, because I think he's quite desperate to get out of there. Doesn't look as if he's interested in anything at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Does anyone think it'll bother?
You know what? I don't think anyone will be disappointed to see Ron go, to be honest with you.
No, but the question is, Will Ron be disappointed?
I don't think he will, actually. I don't think he will. He's gone in there, and I think he's struggling with the likes of Charlotte, who is actually very likeable, despite all her antics.
Yeah.
And I don't think he will be bothered. I think he'd be happy to get out, but I think Danielle might go.
Anybody think he will be bothered?
I think he will be bothered. Nobody wants to be first housemate out, and I don't think Ron will be any different to anyone else. He will be disappointed, I think.
Okay, Nadia, if he stays, do you think he can avoid saying anything else controversial?
No, absolutely not. I mean, it was a dark moment that many may have missed. I think it was last night or the night before, and he went, I'm keeping a lid on a lot of stuff here. And I was like, yes, get the cameras on him.
Well, it depends what the lid's on, because it might be, oh, no. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but OK, I mean, that's part of society, though. If you hear what he's got to think, that's a lot of people think like him. So, I mean, but the thing is, I think he'd be devastated if he went out. Devastated. Because he's come in there with a mission to correct what he thinks people are thinking about him. But the trouble is...
Oh, that's impossible!
It's just going to get worse.
That ain't going to happen.
We can't even hear Lauren asking if anybody wants cake. She said it, we all missed it. Well, let's move on to Danielle.
You mentioned Lauren there. I just wondered, what time does the car come to pick it up to take it back to the home? Is it midnight?
No,
she doesn't know what day of the week it is!
That song was brilliant. Let's start the clock on Danielle. This is about potential evictees. OK, Ben, does she stand a chance against Vicky and Ron?
Well, I'd kind of say no.
She is the least known of the three.
Yeah, well, that precisely, because I think, you know, obviously fan bases kind of keep people in there longer, even if they're sort of acting kind of boring. So, she's, I mean, I don't know who she is. I still don't know who she is, and I've done some research, so it's...
But the problem is she keeps whinging.
Yeah.
She keeps whinging. It doesn't matter if we don't know who she is. If she sparkled and if she entertained us, or if she was with all that promise of there's some fun that, if she could maintain that, we would have loved her.
Yeah.
But she's just whinging.
But to me, she looks like the sort of person who's got a pair of boxing gloves in her suitcase, and we're just waiting for them to come out. She's going to have a massive fight with somebody soon.
Do you think that's what she's waiting to bring to the house?
I think so, because when she first went into the house, what came over was a very confident, independent businesswoman who knew where her head was, knew what she wanted, knew where she was going. And I think that's the game she's playing.
What do you make of Danielle?
I love feisty women, and I expected her to be quite feisty.
That's what you like,
But yesterday with Louis, he just went like that, and she just fell apart. So I think... she needs to go. She needs to go.
No, I don't like her at all. I think she's absolutely awful.
Does anyone like Danielle? Come on, Gracie.
I like her. Keep her in, because then she can win out Louis, and then you'll see the real character.
Keep her in. That we've just heard Lauren ask about cake again. We can't hear it. It's too low. Everyone's too loud in here. Let's talk about Vicky. Let's start that clock. She said that she wants to go home. Is it her time to leave?
I think she should go. She should go.
You're a Coronation Street fan, did you say?
Absolutely, and I remember following her, but she's recruiting. She's got Danielle. Who's she going to get next? She's making horrible comments. Louis noticed that. Come on, Louis is sweet.
Anybody a fan of Vicky?
Ron should stay. He's lovely.
You say you're a fan just to get on the telly.
No, honestly, she's got... You know, there's something really strange about someone who sits there and talks to themselves and knows the camera's there. There's someone, she's stirring it with Louis. She's doing great TV. Don't get rid of this big character. She's going to explode or impose. Keep her in.
What do you make of Vicky?
Well, Vicky, she's the same as probably all of them in there. She's playing a game. I think she's on a low burner. I think there's a lot more mileage to come out of Vicky. And I hope for that sake that they keep her in.
Will the Corrie faithful keep her in, do you think?
Probably. They're probably the sort of people who pick up the phone and vote.
OK. Is she becoming more and more like Janice the more we watch her, Nadia?
I was in a soap, and that happens a lot, I can tell you. Yeah, no, I think that she is. I mean, I totally agree with the chap there. Don't vote her out because she's horrible. Keep her in because she's horrible. Because what we're seeing is the real showbiz. All of that stuff the other night when she was going, so I don't know what you think about... Oh, sorry.
That's great.
I like though, we finally heard it and you actually stopped.
Yeah! It's killing me!
OK, let's not waste any time. Down the panel, Dean, who should go?
Ron.
Ben?
Vicky.
Nadia?
The Irish one.
Danielle?
Danielle.
No, not Ron, not Ron. Whatever happens, not Ron. Vicky.
Get the Irish one out.
Danielle!
Still to come, we've got all the latest news from the house. And Nadia, she's going for a little snoop round the camera. Natalie's got company in the diary room to answer some of your questions. Here's how they got on.
Hello, Vicky.
Hiya.
Hello, Ron.
Good morning.
Hello, Danielle.
Hello, good morning.
Vicky.
Yeah.
If you had to perform a song and dance number with Louis, what would you go for?
If I had to do a song and dance with Louis, it would be I've Got You, Babe. So we can share.
Can you explain why you would choose that?
Because I think that we've got over the hurdle of, you know, him nominating me to get me out because he don't like me. I think it's right that I should try and make an effort to be friends.
Ron, what's it like living with Charlotte?
Yeah, she reminds me an awful lot of... Because I remember Vicky when Vicky was young, and Vicky was like that, mad. No, she's hilarious. She could drive you up the wall from time to time, but you have to laugh at her.
Ron?
Yeah?
At this stage in the game, who would be named your man of the match?
Man of the match at the moment for me would be... Mario would be in with a shout, obviously. Bruce has done brilliant. Bruce has been brilliant. He's been brilliant. He'd be in the frame.
What about woman of the match?
Well, he said man of the match.
He said man of the
match.
Question. But nowadays, it's 2013, it could be man.
I watch... Listen, I've got to tell you, I watch every Premiership game going virtually, and there's never been yet one woman of the match. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm just... I can only say what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Danielle, if you could pick one celebrity to join you in the house, who would it be?
One celebrity, well, Alan Carr. And I'm wearing my glasses today in case he's watching, because we might have a kind of a spectacular link or something, maybe. Well, he's just funny as fuck, isn't he? He's just all his mannerisms and... Yeah, I'd rather stay in and watch him on a night than go out for the evening, to be honest. He's just... Yeah, Alan Carr is funny as fuck.
Charlotte, we're feeling quite sexy right now. Here's today's news. At 10:34 this morning, Lauren tried one more time to become house hairdresser.
Thank you, Lauren.
Should we give it a bit of hairspray?
Yeah.
Oh, for a little bit of... What are you laughing at?
It looks good. She's laughing at me because I don't usually do glamorous, do I? I'm going to have to put, like, Ibiza nightclub makeup on.
Or a bit of Halloween makeup.
Good thing about hairspray, though, it does fall out, so...
The pumpkin.
Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them, they're just jealous.
Yeah,
I'm a little pumpkin.
They're just jealous of your beautiful hair.
Oh, and I think it's very good, mind.
And you've the nails to
Well, now you
all.
can see I can do hair, can't you?
I can see now, Lauren.
What do you think?
Oh, that's brilliant, that. I'm going to go and show the boys and be all over me.
If at first you don't succeed, maybe just give up. At 1:32 this afternoon, this week's shopping task continued for the housemates.
This is Big Brother. For the next task, housemates will be sharing some bath time in the tub together.
Stop saying you're so news.
Each tub has been filled with a selection of goodies.
Ooh!
Number 1, curry and rice. Number 2, eels, octopus and fish. Number 3, sour milk. Number 4, maggots.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Number 5, often and tried.
Turning into celebrity.
Number 6, food dye. And last but not least, number 7, breakfast.
Food dye.
The rules of the task are simple. The longer housemates sit in their tub, the more time will be banked for the final game.
Oh shit, I don't care. Bye, Donny.
Can you believe that some people would pay a fortune for that kind of beauty treatment, wouldn't they? Not me, though. That's just gross. Just after that, the housemates, well, they got stuck right in.
Housemates, at the sound of the klaxon,
Yeah, just stick down.
both get in your bath. And try not to eat anything.
Oh,
Oh, it feels so horrible. Oh my God.
Oh, God, that smelled bad.
Put it in rice. There's rice on the bottom.
Are you sure it's rice? Oh, it's spongy.
It's the rice. Oh, it smells of curry as well. Yeah, it stinks of curry.
Nothing, it's just Lauren's foot.
I just don't like the smell. I do not want to have a dead fish head in my face.
Like I will burn some.
I feel sick. I need a shit. And I can't stand the flies either.
Come on out.
Sorry, folks.
You're not out yet?
I'm out. Sorry.
If she gets out, we're going to get out.
Sorry, everyone.
This is Big Brother. The task is now over.
See, bro?
Housemates have done well. However, time will be deducted due to Louis, Danielle, Carol and Charlotte leaving their bar.
This is the hardest bar.
To see more of Les Battersby's Bodgy Smugglers, then tune into tomorrow night's main show. That is all of the news for now. OK, in case it had slipped your mind, there's our very first celebrity eviction tomorrow night. Here are the numbers you need to save your fave. This week, Danielle, Ron and Vicky all face a public vote. Who stays? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 50 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. For Danielle, add 06. For Ron, add 11. For Vicky, add 13. Mobile and BT landline votes cost 35p. Other landlines may vary. Voting closes in Wednesday's eviction show. Votes cast after the lines close won't count, and for full terms, go to channel5.com/BBVote. While Nadia, she's keeping very quiet in the camera runs. What's happening up there, Nadia?
Well, I've just been watching for the last few minutes and it has been fantastical because what we've been seeing is celebrities clearing up. Oh, sorry, I'm a bit loud. Oh. Celebrities clearing up. Courtney has been trying to polish the sides with toilet paper and it was just joyous because it just kept falling apart in her hands. She's obviously never polished anything. Charlotte seems to be sort of trying to organise something which clearly is not a good idea. Happening. So I don't think Charlotte's an organiser.
What's Lauren up to?
Lauren is just walking around with piles of towels in full evening wear. So, as usual, being fully entertaining.
Don't you just love how she's just like height of glamour all the time? She's always got heels on.
Narcissist, darling. Complete self-love. I think I might have seen her licking herself a moment ago, but I wasn't entirely sure.
Very flexible.
Ron just seems to be doing like granddad things. He keeps getting like boxes. He just came to the fridge a second ago. He was so close I could smell him. And he smelled
do you know
granddad's.
what? I'm going to leave you there to carry on smelling.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Nice.
What are you smelling?
I'm smelling an eviction coming up.
Oh, smell me.
I'll smell you later.
Oh, OK. Tell me.
Right, well, I've got a message of support for each of our nominees.
Yes.
Shane Reaction says, Danielle has to stay a bit longer just so I can figure out who she is.
OK.
I don't know if it's good or bad. Jack says Ron to stay because he's a football legend and a top-notch, down-to-earth grandad.
OK.
And Callum Green says, I really like Vicky. She's so funny and think she'll be a great housemate as long as she doesn't go. But in general, like Big Bro 789 says, can't we get rid of all three of them? They're all dull and the rest of them are brilliant. So I think whoever goes tomorrow, a lot of people
he
are
must
saying
think
it won't
that
be a
the
big
cult
loss.
of celebrity made the right decision then?
Well, yeah. He'll be happy with whoever goes.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying that, really.
Oh, OK. So people aren't too fast between the three of them? All right.
We'll get one of them out, it'll be nice.
What else is happening?
Well, if you want to see whether or not the housemates passed this week's shopping task, you can do so online at channel5.com/BigBrother.
Yeah.
We've also got a clip up there of Charlotte from Geordie Shore doing a funny fart. Just click on Why Are You Famous?
OK.
And we've got live streaming online from 12 till 2.
Wonderful, thank you very much. That's all for tonight. AJ and Rylan are back tomorrow with Jack and Joe, Nicola McLean, and our very first celebrity evictee of the series. Have a brilliant night. Good night.